Welcome back to episode 21 of Late Night Tinkering. And this week we have a live audience this week. So, this will be hopefully our biggest following, finally starting to blow up as our content should. And I'll just say these weekends where there's no prem, it just makes I feel like it's been so long since there's been a game. How about you guys?
Yeah, I mean, we've been waiting for a while, but there also has been some pretty great Champions League games, so I can't say it feels like I've been waiting for footy for too long. Like I've been getting my itch scratched basically this midweek, and Man United played today as well, so that felt kind of nice, even though they didn't win as per usual.
That must have been a beautiful match to watch, Man U. I'm sure there was some enthralling football being done.
They actually played better this time around. It was a bullshit penalty, but the shooting boots just were not there.
Does it go down as a Bruno assist? That's the question.
Does it go down as a Bruno assist? You're funny.
I know.
Anyways, how are you guys doing?
Doing great. Just we're actually filming in a new location this week, so hopefully the Wi-Fi is a bit better.
You are. Where's that wall behind you?
We're in the New Jersey right now, actually. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
The guy's in New Jersey, dude. That's where love takes you, to New Jersey.
See, Hassan, this is significant. He's now gotten to a point in the relationship where it's okay to record in New Jersey.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
I nipped into Lululemon before, got myself some new pants. So yeah, well, that's good, boys.
That's absolutely crazy, man. That's absolutely crazy.
I needed some.
That love takes you to New Jersey, of all places.
Dude, it's just Hoboken.
Anyways, let's recap last week. I'm going to go ahead and get started just because fuck it. 51 points and a very small red. I guess not small. I would say somewhere in between small and medium-sized, but I'm down to 600.
You had a shit week. Just phrase, you know what I mean? You don't have to
relax. It wasn't so shit. I'm down to 650K. It could have been a lot worse after the Palmer blank and having to go against Captain Mo. Though anyone that tells me that I made the wrong decision, and I will say we made the wrong decision, can actually just get the fuck out of there with that, because Cole Palmer should have had 15. And Mo had nothing. For that entire game, Mo had nothing. But it didn't work out that way, did it? Mo outscored us by just a little bit by getting the assist. So, just overall, pretty, like Charlie said, pretty shit week. Although Beto as well, man. The amount of one-on-ones Beto missed. He missed a hat-trick of one-on-ones, 2 really easy ones. Like, he's a man in form. You would expect him to score at least one of those.
Thank God. Anyways, a little bit of variance took place there.
It's okay. I've mentally dealt with all of this a long time ago. We'll take it. I'm at 650K. We move.
I guess I can go next. Actually took a hit last week. I did the move I said I was going to do and brought in Cunha for NDI, which in hindsight is not the move I probably to make, considering Cunha is an idiot and got himself banned for 4 games in the 90th minute of their FA Cup match against Bournemouth. But hey, well, it's fine. But we took a hit and we brought in Mark Cucurella of Chelsea, and he delivered with a 15 fucking pointer. Let's go. That is the huge, just big for my game week. I obviously captained Palmer as well. So it was nice to get at least something out of that Chelsea game if my captain didn't do anything. Also had Clivert with a nice 10-pointer.
What a goal, by the way.
Trent and Gabriel with a clean sheet, and then João Pedro with a goal and a couple bonus as well. So 65 points if you include the hit, up to 450K. So we're trending. This is, still on the lazy river, but we're so close to getting off it.
You're so close. I just want to say, as the number 1 Justin Kluivert hater this season, that was a great goal.
Yeah, it was.
I'll give him that one. That was a fantastic goal.
Thank you. Coupe?
For me, a 68-pointer this week. So it was my last week with the assistant managership. Ended up sticking it on ended up sticking it on Oliver Glasner last second. I'll just say I went through a
Who
whole.
recommended that? I just want to say who gave you that recommendation?
I'll just say I went through a whole whirlwind of emotions before the deadline. I was set on my moves. I knew what I was doing. I was just waiting for the last minute news to come out. I was waiting to evaluate the line movements. Just checking all the boxes of what I would do in a typical week to set my lineup. And then I found out that Mateta has secretly risen in price. Of course, I didn't know because it was the night I had gone out the previous weekend. So with 15 minutes to go on the deadline, my plans were suddenly thwarted. I had no idea what to do. Then I'm thinking, what do I do? Do I go Pereira, Glasner? I'm considering bringing in Pereira until 12:59 until I realize that he is the same price as Glasner. So in a panic, the moves that I ended up making were AM Glasner from Emery, and I moved to Cunha as well from Endai. So Glasner, obviously the hero. I mean, he's the AM MVP so far this year with the performances that he's been turning in.
Easy MVP.
You would have had a horrible week without AM.
Yeah. I mean, yes. Yes, but
that's the beauty of the chip, dude. That's
exactly.
the beauty of the chip.
Exactly. And then I'd say the one other MVP in my team was shout out Vitaly Mikolenko. He finally records his first assists in the Premier League. I think you told me, Charlie, his first assist in 100 games. So
okay, so I found more. It's not his first fantasy assist, but it's his first prem assist.
Like real assist.
Fantasy assist obviously take into account like maybe they get fouled for the pen, it's a blocked shot, and then their rebound scores. Yeah, but it's the first actual assist he's had in the prem in 100 games.
Wow,
that's crazy.
So all that is to say, he was obviously due. Finally turned up, and I mean, it was a pretty big green for me. I'm now sitting inside top 100, just inside the top 165K. I got another cup win, so I am moving into the round of 2048 against beginner's luck.
That's clever. I like that.
Yeah, so maybe some would also be saying that about me, but it'll be a good matchup. He's got a solid team. But I will say the mood has just been dampened by the injuries. I mean, I feel like I'm Ange Postecoglou every week coming up here and talking about my team's new injuries. Lewis Hall out for the season. A lot of people brought in Cunha for the fixture swing. He's just an idiot. Got himself suspended for. I mean, what he did could actually really come back and bite that Wolves team.
It's crazy because he scored such a good goal. Did you see his goal?
Yeah, it was insane.
Yes. Dude, he is having a season like Bale that year in his last year at Tottenham, 2012, 2013, where like the amount of long range, just as Charlie likes to say, thunderbusters that he has scored this season is crazy. It's actually crazy.
It's just crazy that he's going and doing that to his team though. Before, like, they need to win these games in this fixture run. Like, it's not easy for them the last 8 weeks of the season. And then I also have Cody Gakpo, who I've been keeping around. I felt good. He had a 28-minute cameo against Newcastle. It was, but then I found out he picked up a knock in training. Didn't even make the team for the PSG game. So, I mean, I don't know what to do there. But it's been nothing but downhill for Cody Gakpo ever since his 16-point outing earlier.
Yeah, we can round up some of the other injuries as well, just to give our viewers a little recap.
Yeah.
Obviously, Mateta with that horrible challenge in the FA Cup, maybe one of the worst I've seen.
That was insane.
Kind of reminded me of Antonio Brown when he was on that punt return for the Steelers and then just went in and kicked that guy on the return. Very similar to that. Anthony Gordon also got a red card over the weekend, keeping him out for 3 games. Probably bigger news for free hitters in 29 if you still have Gordon. And then Mitoma limped off as well for Brighton. And then I feel like there was one more big one. Oh, I mean, Kulusevski's still out, but that's about it, really. Oh, Lamptey also got sent off, but I'm not sure how many people have Lamptey. But the main ones here are obviously Cunha, Lewis Hall, Gordon, and Mateta definitely out this week, I think.
Well, and Isak.
Yeah, but...
Well, I think See,
They
there was a
removed
lot of rumors swirling around about Isak being
There was a
out,
picture of him training today.
but then he
that
was
came out.
training, and I think, until we see Eddie Howe say he's out, I would assume that he's probably going to start, considering they're in a top 4 battle and they need every win they can get right now. And I know they've got the cup final in a week, so maybe, don't risk him. But I mean, they're missing Gordon, they're missing Hall. I mean, they're missing 2 of their 3 best players probably. So if they're missing Isak, they're going to be pretty toothless against West Ham away.
Agreed.
So I think he'll play. I'm not too worried about Isak.
Yeah. I mean, they've removed that yellow exclamation point, so.
Oh, they did?
They did.
Oh.
So I guess they're considering him 100%, so.
That's good.
I wanted him to not play.
Well, I guess, speaking on injuries, maybe we should look at a couple replacements for some of these more highly owned guys. So I guess we'll start with Cunha.
For sure.
Considering that he was obviously had a beautiful fixture, Southampton away in 29. Decent fixture this week, Everton as well. So where are you looking, Coupe? Are you going to be moving Cunha this week, or are you going to be holding, or what's the play?
I'm personally probably not going to be moving Cunha this week. I mean, here's the thing, Hassan. I have 2 guys that are out for 4 to 5 games, and with knowing that I'm free hitting next week and being in this ongoing cup battle that I'm in, I'm not really looking to take a hit. So I think that I'm probably.
Oh yeah, that's true. Dude, you have to make your decisions with the cup in mind, not just overall rank. That's crazy. I've never been to that point in the cup, so I forgot about that.
It's tough though. Like if you're playing 5 at the back, I mean, taking a hit probably isn't the worst. If you can take a -4, I don't think it's going to be too detriment. If you're taking like -8, then maybe. But
Yeah,
I mean, you have 1 free transfer, and you have 3 guys who probably won't play, or 2 that definitely won't, and then Gakpo who probably won't either.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm still thinking about it. I'll get into that during the tinkering. But
if you're going to move Cunha this week,
who would you move it to?
Yeah, who would you move to?
Give us a solid option, like Wicked, like a more differential option, and then just like a blazing one.
For sure.
Not a
trailblazer.
I think the solid option probably doesn't apply to. I mean, it would apply to us because we've been without him all year, but a lot of people have had him. Is Chris Wood? I mean, there was all this talk about whether to sell him or not, and before the difficult run, he put up a 9-pointer Fulham away, got a gritty assist against Newcastle away. So even though he blanked against Arsenal, which is one of the best defenses in the league, he's still finding a way. He's still finding a way to get it done, and I think it's still safe to say that he is in ridiculous form. So I think Wood is probably the safest option there. I'd say the really exciting option that I'm considering is Omar Marmoush. I'm looking at him as an option, especially with City's game week 30 Leicester at home fixture around the corner. And it's tough. I mean, dude, there's just so few options right now. It's absurd. Like,
yeah. I think I saw something as well. There's 49 forwards in the game and 24 have a flag. So half the options are either like out or have a knock, like Gakpo or Tessa.
Yeah.
I mean, the only other guys that are near Cunha's range are like Darwin and Rasmus Højlund. Like I would rather go get Wissa over both of those right now. So I'd say Wissa's probably my third option in there right now.
Yeah.
I think you're missing 2 people, in my opinion. 2 people from that list.
You should not be.
That's not what I was going to say. Evan Nilsson is back, and Bournemouth have good fixtures. So I think Evan Nilsson is someone. And if and only if you're wild carding in 30 or 31, then Beto should be a consideration because he has 2 great fixtures. Like, unironically, he does.
Beto's a good pick.
He really does have 2 good fixtures, and he's been getting a ridiculous amount of chances.
I mean, the other option is you make a double, you take down, maybe not this week, but next week you take down Mo to someone, and then you could go Cunha to
Erling.
the bad man from Manchester City, Erling Haaland. I think that's obviously, I think that's a play a lot of people will probably be making, especially with a couple nice home fixtures in a row. I mean, Brighton's solid, but Leicester at home is, probably top 3 fixture in the league right now. So definitely think that's a play. I probably won't be making that play just because I've got too much money tied up with Mohamed, and I'll be looking to keep him on wildcard.
So you're the only one that's going to go into 29 without Haaland out of us 3? Oh, you're going to be sweating City versus Brighton at home.
No, it's fine. I don't mind.
I mean, you say that now, but
I'll have Josko Gvardiol back there for the screamer.
Dude, you are going to be... I'm going to have Gvardiol as well. You're going to be sweating.
You'll be sweaty when I have Chris Wood this week.
I'm assuming both me and Coupe are going to captain him in 29 as well. So it's double the burn too.
Fuck. Maybe
and that feels real good.
Okay, what about Lewis Hall replacements?
Before we get into Lewis Hall, what do you guys think about Eddie and Ketia if Mateta misses significant time? For people that are free hitting 29, I mean, the fixtures don't.
If you're free hitting 29, I would rather go Darwin Núñez. Darwin's guaranteed to start against Southampton, and if you're looking for a 1-week punt, look no further than Darwin Núñez.
I love Darwin. I actually love that.
Like,
I seriously love that.
Give me Núñez against Southampton over Nketiah against
the king of chaos, Darwin Núñez.
Set up a nice assist as well in midweek.
Yes, he did. I agree. I wouldn't go to Nketiah just because Mateta will max miss 28. That's it. He'll be back by 30.
Yeah.
He just has to clear a concussion protocol. That's it. He might even play in 28.
I think they've ruled him out. I saw something saying they've ruled him out, and they're looking to get him back.
So he's just not going to play 28, but he'll be back 30. So I wouldn't go for Nketiah, no.
If something changes and he's playing in 28, that's certainly the move I'm making.
Yeah, you've been on the Mateta wave for a while.
Dude, it's so funny. I was literally having FOMO for that whole period after the games ended before the FA Cup games. And I was like, I can't believe I'm not going to have Mateta. Can't believe I'm not going to have him. And then he goes down 15 minutes into the game. And I'm like, oh, wow, I'm glad I went with Cunha. And then Cunha gets a red like 2 hours later.
Crazy.
Absurd. It was absurd.
I guess I can start with I'll start with some Lewis Hall replacements.
Yes.
Well,
just go for it.
Well, I'll start, and if you're free hitting 29, bring in Daniel Munoz.
You mean Pedro Munoz?
No, his name's Daniel Munoz.
Okay.
The best attacking right back in the league, doesn't really play like a right back, plays like a right winger. And I think he has like 4 attacking returns in 5 games or something like that. So he's your number one. If you're not free hitting, I mean, you can get burnt maybe by 8 Nori again if you want to go there. They have Everton at home, Southampton away. Obviously plays left wing back, nailed. But for a not great Wolves team.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to target, you could target one of the Forest defenders if you can bench them this week and then start them against Ipswich away in 29. It's just tough. There's not that many great.
So,
Kirkers as well. I guess you're missing Kirkers. Like one of the Bournemouth.
Yeah,
Kirkers.
Kirkers or Hoyson if you need the money. I was going to say if money isn't necessarily an issue and you don't have one of Gabriel or Gvardiol, I would probably go to one of those guys as well. If money is an issue and you need to stick around the same price, yeah, like you said, I agree. Munoz if you're free hitting, and if you're not free hitting, Ait Nouri or Kirkes or Hoyson or maybe Cucurella.
Do not touch Cucurella.
He's
do another 15-pointer this week.
Cucurella. Who else? What other teams have decent fixtures coming up?
It's probably I'm looking through like Anthony Robinson, but they don't really have great fixtures. They have
Yeah.
Brighton away, Spurs at home, Arsenal away, Liverpool at home.
Yeah, it's not great.
Not ideal. So I think Aït-Nouri, Kirkez, Gvardiol, Munoz for free hitters are probably your 4 best option. And maybe Wan-Bissaka if you want to get kind of sneaky.
Oh, Wan-Biss doing the business for West Ham. I'm happy for him. I
It's so
complained a lot
it's
about
so
him, but I
ironic
loved him.
that Man U got rid of him for his attacking, like the fact he can't attack, and now he's actually like putting in some solid output for West Ham.
To be fair, I see a lot of people talking about this on social medias now that he's been playing pretty well consistently for the course of a season. They're like, oh, like Man United should have kept Wan-Bissaka, all this stuff. And I think people forget that he just wasn't like that at Man United. And whether that's because of the pressure at Man United or I don't know what the deal is, West Ham slightly smaller, like less media attention, all this stuff, he can just focus on his game. He was fine at Man United. Don't get me wrong. I thought he was great. One of the best one-on-one defenders I've ever seen in my life. Actually, his one-on-one tackling is fantastic. But if anyone goes back and watches his time at Man United and says that he was good on the ball in build-up, it's crazy. The reason he looks good in West Ham's system is because they don't play possession-based footy. He could always dribble. He could always run at people because he's freakishly athletic and he's good at putting in crosses. But he's terrible in build-up. For any team that wants to play with any semblance of control or possession, he cannot do it. He is not press resistant at all. And so I just want to, clarify that so that people don't keep just coming at Man United for letting him go.
No, I'm not saying they should have let him
fine.
go. I'm not saying they shouldn't have let him go. I'm just saying it's funny how now he is obviously.
Yes.
The reason they got rid of him is now the reason he's excelling at. And, he always has that just defensive aspect. As you said, one of the best one-on-one defenders of probably the last 15 years.
He would pocket anyone one-on-one.
Yeah.
I think I know why he was underperforming, honestly, at Man United. He was probably just being fed soup and sandwiches and not having his jersey cleaned.
No, hey, that was – hey. He was part of the first team.
Who knows how long that's been going on for?
I was ready for some serious comment as well.
Hey, he was part of the first. He's part of the first team, Coupe. This is only for staff and young players.
Yeah, Chido Obi is getting super.
No, he's part of the first team now too, dude.
Oh, that's true. Anyway, let's. Any other options for
I think you guys covered it. I mean, it doesn't really apply unless you're free hitting 29. But I think every free hit 29 team will have a force defender, whether that's Aina or Milankovic.
Or a Nico Williams. He's kind of been racking up points recently.
Maybe.
Or Neko Williams, whatever you call him.
Yes.
Sorry.
Well, how about we get into something that I would like to talk about, just for the general public. I feel like we all have a general understanding of what we're going to do, but I feel like we could talk about it a little bit further in terms of chip strategy. We are getting to the point with the blank. I believe, Charlie, me and you have only used assistant manager. Coupe, you've used assistant manager and triple captain.
Mm-hmm.
And you plan on using free hit in 29. There are a lot of scenarios. Like, I know someone, for example...
Use all your chips, Coop. Why are you smiling over there?
Use all your chips. I know someone that has played the triple captain, but not the AM. And they're considering AMing in 31 so that they could get, the double in 32 and the double in 33 and try and get 5 fixtures out of the AM chip the way we did, Charlie. So just overall, just somewhat briefly, what are your chip strategies right now? And what do you think? Do you think AM 31, for example, is viable? Or, Charlie, would you go, as you said earlier, 36, 37, 38, target the teams that, are like on the beach?
I think 31 through 33 is fine. Obviously you're probably going to use it on the Newcastle double, right? Assuming that they have Man U and Crystal Palace both at home. I don't think you're going to use Palace against Newcastle and City away. You could, but you probably use it on Newcastle. Obviously, 33, there's going to be 6 or 8 teams doubling, so you've got a nice array of options to choose from there, more so than the ones we just had. I think it's an option. It just depends how you want. The only problem is with doing AM 31 through 33 is that you limit your use of triple captain if you already haven't used it, and bench boost and wildcard, right? Like I'm either planning to wildcard 31, 30 or 31, probably triple captain 32, potentially bench boost 33. That's a lot of chips that you're ruling out being able to use when you play the assistant manager over those 3 game weeks. So that's obviously, if this is his last chip left, then, go ahead. I mean, I think it's definitely perfectly viable, but I would say if you have other chips available as well, I would wait and hang on to that AM chip till the end of the season.
And just go for crazy positive variance plays if you're chasing rank.
Yeah, I mean, you can easily make 40 to 50 points up in a mini league, in an overall rank, just in those 3 game weeks, 4 matches probably. I would also like to note that double in 36 is not guaranteed. So if it's not guaranteed, then, I would tend to lean towards 31 through 33. But if you find out in the next couple of weeks that 36 is going to be guaranteed, then definitely think, by all means, 36 through 38 is probably the best play on balance, I would say.
As someone who is free hitting in 29, what is the rest of your strategy looking like? Because I know for Charlie and I will probably hit the wildcard button a little bit earlier, but since you're free hitting in 29, you don't necessarily need to do that. How do you plan on using your bench boost and your second wildcard moving forward?
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. It's not that I'm still figuring it out, but I'm going back and forth about whether it's a wild card 30 or wild card 31 because
even though you're free hitting in 29?
Yeah, but it's just like with all the injuries in my team, it's realistically going to take a couple hits. It's going to take a couple hits in 30 potentially. If I don't really know what I'm saying right now, honestly. Let me gather my thoughts. Quickly.
Coupe has no idea where he is right now.
Guy's so distracted right now.
Coupe's not in the studio right now.
That's fine. I mean, I guess I'm looking at. We saw the news today come out that the draw is going to be finalized a couple days before the wildcard 30 deadline. So
yeah,
that makes 30 or 31 an option.
But we won't know which week the postponement's going to go into. So they could potentially be in 33 and 34 and 35 or in 36. And so we won't know until game week 31 which week is those teams are actually doubling. So it's kind of it's a little interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. I think that I'm probably still looking to go wildcard 31 after free hit 29, just because it's been very tough with Gakpo, but I don't think there's any reason for me to wildcard my team out in 30 with triple Liverpool at home versus Everton. I mean, I think it's I think it's a good fixture. I think it's a game that we can have another conversation about how sort of full tilt Slot is going to be with this Liverpool team as they near the finish line for the title. But I think that from a player perspective, that game against Everton at home, there's going to be a lot of motivation in the team. I think they were deeply bothered by what happened in that last game at Goodison. I think that that's a game that they'll turn up for. But it's just, it's tough because obviously I've been keeping a Hall around as well because I wanted him. I wanted him in 30, and I wanted to retain as many Newcastle players, knowing that they were going to double as well. But with Hall being gone, I might have to take a hit here or there, but I'm probably still sticking with 31 because I feel like I have enough. I feel like I have enough decent options to roll out a team that week and not necessarily have to take a hit there. So I'm probably still looking at 31. But the other thing about 30 that's enticing to me is that it's Leicester at home for Man City. Of course, Man City haven't been the best team this year, but it's like I just feel like attacking Leicester and Southampton over the last, essentially the whole season, has just been a great move every time. And there's no reason to think that Leicester are going to do anything good against Man City in that game. So that's honestly,
Unless your
it
name
sounds,
is Cole.
it sounds silly. It sounds silly because it's just one game. But for that Leicester home game in 30, like that's a game where if I was going to wildcard my team, I would probably bring 3 Man City players in, honestly. I would seriously think about bringing in 3 City players. I would probably bring in Earl. I'd probably bring in Guardiola, and then I would think about bringing in a cheap midi. So
Why do you say his name so funny like that?
Earl,
No,
No,
Guardiola. I
Guardiola,
thought you were about to say Guardiola, dude.
no. But honestly, it's like that City home fixture against Leicester is one of the big reasons why I'm still considering 30.
Well, I'm gonna have Captain Holland for that one, and that's gonna be real nice. I'm gonna be going up against all the Mo owners, and I'm gonna no longer have Mo again, and I'm gonna have Captain Erling.
You're basically like me.
Sorry to say,
Haaland.
I think Mo is just gonna. I think he's just gonna fuck you when you sell him again. I really do, bro. Like honestly, dude, he's always said like he wants to break records, whatever. He wants to win. Like, dude, I literally think he's just gonna.
Who does he play? Okay, you know what? Let's just take a quick look.
Dude, Pool have great fixtures in the next like 10 weeks.
Who does he play in 30? Right, in the next 10 weeks, bro. So you're saying they have great fixtures for the rest of the season?
Pretty much, bro. Honestly.
Okay, they have Everton at home. Holland has Leicester at home. I think I like Holland, Leicester at home more. I think I do. I like my chances.
But it's not like Mo's playing a bad team.
Yeah, well, look, I'm going to sell him because I want Holland in 29. I'm not free hitting. And I can't get him back in 30 unless I wildcard, and I plan on wildcarding in 31. So, it is what it is. I'm just riding with no Mo in 30, baby.
All right.
And honestly, you're like one of very few people. Most people that are free hitting in 29 are targeting a wildcard 34. But you...
No, I think 35.
No, 34, right on the blank.
I don't know, I think it's 35.
Or 35, whatever. In which case, Coupe, you're using your free hit, and then you already don't have that many transfers. You're going to wild card, and there's going to be a blank in 34. Like, how are you going to deal with said blank? Is that a future Coupe problem? You just going to deal with it with vibes? Ollie style?
I don't know. I mean, those are the types of questions that I think explain why I was kind of just rambling for the first couple minutes and couldn't collect my thoughts, dude.
He's about to fly honestly, down the rankings.
It's a slightly overwhelming to think about, like all the stuff that's going to be happening over the last 10 weeks of the season.
Yeah, because you're not a seasoned vet. You're not mentally prepared.
Dude, I have had 6 or 7 players get injured in the last 3 weeks.
Oh, he's getting real heated right now. Yo, did you see the vein in his neck?
Dude, what am I supposed to do about that?
Oh, yeah, blame the injuries, Coupe. Blame the injuries. Keep using those excuses,
okay,
buddy.
Honestly, the more I look at it, I'm probably wildcarding.
In 28.
No, there's a chance that I'm wildcarding in 30. I mean, I'm looking at all my players, and I'm just seeing a lot of red on the FDR difficulty scale. I'm seeing a whole lot of red. Holy crap!
All right, should we move on to captaincy?
Yeah, yes. Let's move on.
There shouldn't be a discussion about this, but let's make it a discussion. Is Mo going to play 45? And if Mo plays 45, if I told you today, right now, Mo, guaranteed, only 45 minutes, do you captain him or Cole Palmer? I know you said Mo earlier, Charlie, but I feel like you were just doing it for the vibes, like for the vibes of the conversation. Would you actually, on air, would you take Mo for 45 minutes at home to Southampton over 90 minutes, or let's say 85 or 80 of Cole Palmer versus Leicester at home?
I've thought about it over the course of the day, and I'm still fucking riding Mo, baby. Give me Mo.
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That's That is asinine, dude. Come on.
I think
man.
Liverpool beat Southampton in the first half by 4 or 5-0.
Okay, dude, that's ridiculous, bro.
It's not ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
It's that disgusting.
Yes, I think they get close to double digits in the game.
You know what would be hilarious if they roll back the 2021 9-0 versus Bournemouth and Mo gets a 2-pointer. Actually, a 3-pointer. Sorry, because he got the clean sheet.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. I mean, look, I'm more worried about Trent's minutes than Mo. I think Mo will start. I think Mo will get 60 to 70 minutes if I had to guess.
But Charlie, if they're up 5-0, like you said, why would he get 60 minutes? But also, if they're up 5-0, he probably has a 20 point.
My counter argument to that is, A, Mo is never subbed.
Exactly.
We've said that over the whole season. Mo is never subbed. And B, it's going to be like a training exercise. Like, is Mo going to be running that much? Like, they're going to have the 80% possession. It's not like it's going to be end to end. It's going to be stuck in Southampton's half for the whole game, and it's just going to be breaking down the low block, which they'll probably do within 5 minutes.
I mean, here's the thing. Honestly, if they're up 5-0 at halftime,
you just
and Mo gets subbed, he probably has a 20-pointer anyways, so it really doesn't matter.
Look,
like,
if Cole was in better form, I think there is an argument to be made for taking Cole, but he has 1 assist in 6 games. He played in the fucking Europa Conference League. He played in the Conference League today because he's that desperate for form. And blanked. So if Cole was in great form, but I think you just ride with Mo. And it's also, everyone's going to be taking Mo. So do you really need to take on that much risk? Take your risk next week, or, when Mo has a worse fixture. Don't take it this week. That's my stance on it. It's a bit boring, but, survive in advance, right?
That's fair. I mean,
I know you're going to take Mo. I know you're going to take Mo.
No. Look, because I'm going to. I said I would captain Mo.
Differential.
I would captain Mo because I have faith that he'll get more than 60, and I think if he gets more than 60, or even if he just gets 60, I think with everything in consideration, I'd rather Mo 60 versus Southampton than Cole 80 versus Leicester, which is roughly what I think Cole's going to get. And so in that case, I would still keep it with Mo. And like you said, like, there's no point in taking the risk. But if I knew he was playing 45, and anyone that thinks he is only going to play 45, if you are so sure in your ability to read Arnie Slot's mind, and Mo is getting hooked at halftime or not starting and coming on at halftime, I would captain Cole Palmer. I really would. I really, absolutely, I would. I don't think Cole Palmer is that much worse than Mo. Yes, he's out of form. Form changes in a second. He could go get a hat trick tomorrow and then a goal and an assist in his next game, and he'd no longer be out of form. That is, or not tomorrow, sorry, in a few days. That is possible. It's Leicester. They suck. They are terrible. It would be rude for me to say how bad they've been under Rude. Okay.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna. I knew as soon as you used the word rude.
anyways, so I would probably keep it with Mo, just because I think he'll get to around the 60-minute mark. But it is scary, and I wouldn't blame anyone for just going Cole. Coupe, how about you?
Yeah, I mean, of course it's tempting to go Cole, but at the end of the day, it's a historically horrible Premier League side away from home against a guy who's literally having a historic individual season and is playing for the best team in Europe. So it's just not a time to go against Mo. Maybe he does get clipped, he doesn't play as much, but I don't know. I personally, Hassan, this guy punished us for so much of the season. Can you imagine if you went against him? Can you imagine trying to rationalize that to yourself if you went against Mo?
Brother, listen to me.
Dude,
come real close. Come real close.
It's just an unforgivable mistake.
Come real close to the camera. Get your ear real close to the camera. I need to tell you something. I'm fucking sadistic. Okay? I want the pain. That's it. I want the pain. I've been hurt by Mo so many times to the point where I want to just go. I might not get him back. I'm selling him before 29. I might not get him back. I might stick it with Haaland for the rest of the season, or maybe Saka's going to come back and I'm going to go to Saka. I don't know. I might not get back, Mo. He's pissing me off, and I actively root against him, even though he is my countryman.
Yeah,
I
dude, I don't
actively
get it.
root against him.
That's crazy.
I
Dude,
hate him.
Dude, I actually don't understand. I don't understand where it comes from. It must have been like an accumulation of bad FPL decisions over the last number of years with him. That has
Also,
led to this.
dude,
Has
he has
someone-
crushed me so many times.
As someone partaking in Ramadan right now, has there typically been a drop in Mo's performance over the month of
No.
February and March?
No.
No?
He honestly, if anything, Allah is with him, so he should do better. Yeah. That's how I feel when I play sports while fasting. Anyways, if I can do it, Mo can do it. So
Fair enough.
that's all I'm gonna say. Like, it's pretty easy. It's really not as difficult as people think it is. Like, I know you guys can't comprehend not being able to drink water and play sports. It's probably not the food thing. The food is pretty easy, but I know you guys can't comprehend the water. But you just hydrate yourself really well the night before.
I do not think the food thing is easy.
Yeah,
It's
what?
very easy. It's very easy.
I think that might be harder than water.
No, the water is definitely the hardest part. The water is definitely the hardest part, especially if you're
Well,
going to
like-
go play sports.
Yeah.
Like, if you're
Honestly,
just going to sit down in a cold room, like, yeah, sure, water's not that difficult. But
Yeah.
if you're going to go to the gym, play tennis, play
Yeah,
soccer,
yeah.
whatever, it's difficult, yeah.
All right.
Honestly, I
should
would
we-
venture to say that Mo's I would venture to say that his output might even increase over this Ramadan period.
How could it increase?
I mean,
It's-
you know what happens when you're not eating or drinking? It's like you kind of like tap into like more of that survival instinct and that primal instinct, and maybe he'll just be, he hasn't had a hat trick this year. I think
He's about to get primal, dude.
I think the hat trick could be coming.
Maybe you're right, Coupe. Maybe you're right. But I think it's an overwhelming majority decision here that the safest option is to just keep it on Mo.
Well,
So-
obviously it's the safest option.
So, moving on from that, and let's get into our differentials because we finally had me not win. And that's real sad. I was so close. Charlie
real
won it
Pedro.
with Pedro Neto. What is it now? 7-4-3?
Yep.
Just
The real
flying
Pedro.
at the top.
Neto, goal, assist.
Yeah,
It was
I mean,
nice.
Bruno also got a goal and an assist, right?
No, he
Yeah,
got
he
two
did.
assists.
No. He got a goal and no assist. He got a goal and no
No,
assist.
he got 2 assists.
No, he scored against.
No, he didn't, bro.
He got, yeah. You're right. He got 2 assists. You're right.
He got 1 lucky assist and then the other assist.
Whoa, what was the lucky assist?
I don't know, the own goal. I didn't see it, but
I mean, it was just a good set piece. But anyway, 7-4-3. Coupe, you need to get one. So we're gonna let you go first.
I was just gonna say we should start writing these down because I cannot remember the last time that I had a guy even get a single return.
Yeah,
I
no,
can't
you're on an incredibly bad.
I can't
streak.
remember. Yeah, I can't remember the last time any of my guys even did anything to compete.
Yeah, you're terrible at this. You are very bad. You are not getting beginner's luck with this one.
Let's look.
That being said, the world is your oyster. Everyone that's under 10% is available to you.
I know.
You,
Wow.
in theory, have an advantage over me and Charlie right now for this one episode.
I mean, he's got to go Liverpool or Chelsea. Like, there's no.
That's not true. He doesn't have to go.
I mean,
He doesn't
who
have
else
to go.
would you
He doesn't have to do that.
No, I'm not going to go Liverpool, Chelsea. I'm going to go with Eberechi Eze.
My one.
Oh, that was yours, Charlie?
Yeah, I was trying to get him to go Southampton or Chelsea or Liverpool or Chelsea.
Damn.
Good choice.
Well, now what do you do? Or do you need some time? Do you want me to say mine?
I
already
got
have
it.
mine.
All right, you go.
I am going to take the king of chaos himself.
No, that was my second choice.
Darwin Nunez, baby.
Oh.
Darwino.
Now I have to scramble. I can't go back-to-back guys, right?
No, we.
All right. I'll go Christopher and Kunku. Leicester at home.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Actually, yeah, Christopher and Kunku. I was going to go Kunku.
He beat out Pedro Neto last week, right?
Give me Nkunku. Definitely going to start. Yeah, Nkunku.
All right.
Tinkering.
Fellas. Oh, I forgot about the tinkering,
Come
dude.
on, Hassan. You said you were going to take a hit this week.
It's the name of the fucking pod.
I know. I'll start tinkering. So right now, Cunha's out is fine, but I have Tell who would play instead of Cunha, and I just don't know if he's going to start this next game.
Yeah, he got hooked at halftime.
We got hooked at half, but then Solanke came on because Solanke's back, but then Solanke got hurt.
Got hurt again. Yeah, but my sources say Tell did not look good.
Dude, that is brutal. Oh my god! I'm not gonna oust my sources, but
I think So I want to. So Cunha's gone next week, regardless. So I may just ship him this week, and I may be going to. It's either between Chris Wood or Marmoush for me. It'll be one of those guys, and I think it may be Chris Wood.
Go, Chris.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
I mean,
I know.
it's a real it's the no-brain move. Like, I hate to say it, but he also has a great fixture in 29, right? He plays Ipswich.
Yeah, I know. I think,
but it's just at the same time, it's just so pussy. It's just
look at him trying to knock.
I know it really is. It really is. But I'll probably go Chris Wood. Cunha to Chris Wood.
Okay, Coupe. Any moves on your mind?
Well, yeah, I'm certainly making at least one.
Were you tinkering of some tinkering?
Unfortunately, I only have one transfer, and I have two players that are out. Cunha's out for 4 games, whatever. Hall's out for the rest of the season.
Brother, just take a hit.
Do you think I should?
Yes, because they're blanking in 29. So that's the best time to take a hit.
Here's the thing. Like Smith Rowe could just get another start for me. That could also happen.
Brighton away.
Yeah. No, it's I honestly hate it. And the last thing I want to do is have Castagna coming off the bench this week. But the one move that I'm probably locked in to make is Munoz for Hall.
Yeah, I mean, that's a no-brainer if you're free hitting 29.
And then it just becomes it just becomes a question of what I want to do with Cunha. Maybe I take the hit for Marmoush. But I was also thinking that I could just move to Marmoush in 30. So we'll see. But probably
I would do it now with the cup in mind.
It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, it does. Do you want to play Smith Rowe in the cup?
Well, dude,
even if he brings in Marmoush, Smith Rowe's playing, right? Oh.
So it's Smith Rowe and 4 points versus Marmoush.
He could play. It depends on what happens with Gakpo.
Oh, Gakpo's not going to play, bro.
You don't think so?
No.
I thought you said he's at least on the bench.
No. You don't think Gakpo plays at all?
No. You said he's guaranteed to be on the bench. I'm saying starting. Like, Gakpo's not going to start.
I know, but unfortunately he's not. Unfortunately, I have to put him out there.
No, you have to take a hit.
Hassan, whatever he does, he's probably going to win in the cup. So we should just like.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I guess you're right. Well, that leaves me. I think.
Wait, no. I actually have a question for you guys. What do you guys think I should do about Gakpo then?
What's your 11 right now?
My 11 right now is Isak, Gakpo, Cunha.
No. Like, take out the guys that aren't going to play.
Okay. Let's say that I go and get Munoz.
Yeah.
If I go and get Munoz, the 11 that I was planning to put out for this week was Isak, Gakpo, Salah, Rogers, Bumo, Palmer, Smith Rowe, Munoz, Trent, Miko, and Raya. That's fine. That team's fine.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's fine.
Like, I don't think I need to take a hit.
It depends if Gakpo starts.
I mean, he's not going to start, though. Like, we know this.
I mean, look, Rogers and Smith Rowe aren't ideal away from home.
in the issues that if we're right about the Southampton game script and Liverpool go up 5-0 at half,
I don't think they're going to do that. I think it'll be 2-0. Like, personally, like I think it'll be like, I don't think it'll be 5. Charlie's being, in my opinion, a little ridiculous.
regardless, does Gakpo come in if they're up 2-3-0? Why would he?
7.
I don't think he's in the squad personally.
It's not the game to test his fitness. That's for sure. Like they want him, they're going to want him for PSG.
If Gakpo doesn't play, who do you have on the bench? You'd have who's your fifth defender?
Oh! I thought you were talking about Liverpool.
No, my bench is paper thin. My bench after that, it would be Castagna coming in, which is just awful. Castagna is due for a 1-pointer.
Right.
He's due for a 1-pointer.
I would play with my balls out and I would take a hit. I just don't know if that hit would be for Marmoush because he has Forest away and I don't like that. Or is it Forest at home?
Away.
Yeah. Like at that point I would consider changing who I would go for and not go for Marmoush, but I think I would take a hit. I think that's the perfect time to take a hit.
Is Branthwaite injured? Did he get injured in that game or is he fit?
No idea. All right, Hassan, come on, let's wrap this up.
If he's injured, I might play Mike Keane.
I'd go for Beta. I am considering going Morgan Rogers to Justin Kluivert.
No.
I'm kidding. Of course, I would never fucking do that. I'm considering going Morgan Rogers to Antoine Semenyo.
I thought you were going to say Dango. I was going to say, yeah.
No, because Evan Nilsson's back. Evan Nilsson's back. Dango was benched for the FA Cup game. I know he has been benched for the FA Cup game before and then played the Prem game after, but I think I'd still rather go with Semenyo. And then, so that deals with someone that's blanking for me in 29 and gets me a good player. And then it just depends on how much I trust Trent's minutes. I do not mind taking a hit for Trent because I would do it in 29 anyways to get him out because I don't want to play Greaves in 29. So it would just be, do I take a hit now or do I take a hit later? And the thing is, I think I'm going to take the risk with Trent because who I want to get him out for is Gvardiol. And I would rather, I wouldn't rather have Gvardiol this week. So I think I probably would not, will keep Trent and just go Rogers to Semenyo in most cases. That'll be my move. I thought about Nkunku, but no.
You have one transfer?
Yeah.
So then you'd have
No, sorry. I have 2 transfers, man. I have 2 transfers. Okay.
So then you take a -4 next week by using 3 transfers.
Yeah, so I would use exactly. I would do one transfer this week, and I have one
Noah out and the forward out. Or
and
Watkins
out. Yeah.
Got it.
So that's basically where I'm at. Yeah.
Random comment. You guys see Dango's penalty?
Yeah, I was about to say that.
It was incredible.
It's insane.
This is one of the coldest things I've ever seen.
I know.
That's even better than like Tony's. Remember Tony, the way he used to take penalties, like no run up. Dango didn't even have like a take back. he didn't even cock the leg back, dude. He just That's incredible. Anyways, I think that's everything for episode 21. I'm excited for this weekend's fixtures, and I hope our live viewers had an exciting. Can they hear us, by the way, or can they only hear you?
They left mid episode.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Anyways, this was fantastic, boys. It had been a long time since we'd recorded, so I kind of missed it. But for now, enjoy the weekend. Hopefully greens, other than for Coupe, hopefully a red, but he wins in the cup so he can stay winning in the cup. Sayonara.